Hello. So I just want to give an update regarding my fruit cleansing diet, the 14 days cleansing diet that I just finished on Sunday. I started on 6th of July and I ended on 19th of July, and this was for 14 days. And the reason why I did that was to cleanse my whole system and to feel to be light and to lose weight generally. And it was smooth and ish at some point, and I'm happy that even with all the temptations I survived, especially for somebody like me who is the producer of all the yummy treats that you can think of. Understand, working with that every day and not being able to like just eat anything. It was so, it was so, and I'm glad I survived. And what did I eat in the 14 days? I ate fruits, watermelon, low calorie fruits, and me, I consider to be sweet anyway. So watermelon was there, apple, golden melon on some days, and cucumber. And that was what I ate for 14 days, and with 4 eggs on each day. So that was all I ate for the whole day with a lot of water. And with a lot of water and with a lot of water. And I'm so glad because even with all the temptations I survived, like from day one to like 7, it was still smooth, nothing really. On day 8, the temptation just came from, it's not from hell, but I know it's from this world, different angle. I started craving like people that are pregnant. I started craving for a kuru. I started craving for peppered rice. I started craving for yam, for fried yam. At some point, Seb, I was about to, yeah. At some point, I think that was on day 11. I think maybe 9th or 11. I almost transferred money to the person to one what's it called on Instagram. Yam was it called, those people that sell Instagram. I almost transferred. The rain started falling, and that was what saved me for that day. And I survived because I just feel like, okay, rain is already falling. It does not make sense again. By the time they will bring it will be night already, so there's no need. That was how I survived for that particular day. And that one went by. And what actually happened, the I just wanted to use it to cleanse my body and to lose weight, but because of the discipline that I had to put into that discipline brought in another form of discipline, for some kind of indiscipline that you, oh god, for some kind of indiscipline that you don't know that I needed. So, do you understand? For because like the discipline ended in some other areas, and I was so glad I was able to do it. All the discipline that came about it, maybe one day I might share them. And when that was that about that, and I'm so glad because I was so from day 8 actually, I was already seeing results. My body, my skin, even my waist, everything was smaller. My tummy was so reduced, and I could see a lot of changes. And then on the last day, which was 14th day, which was on Sunday, so I've already like ironed the clothes on Saturday. I mean, that I was going to wear to church on Sunday, on Saturday. Then on Sunday morning came, the clothes did not, which was supposed to be the uniform I was supposed to wear for my department in church. The waist of the trouser did not fit me. What's going on? I said that, then I tried another clothes. The waist too was like, so I was like, hey. So that kind of, I wanted to lose weight. I was not thinking about clothes. Then I tried like 3 clothes before I was able to get another one that was, and even the other one was supposed to be off shoulder. Normally it would be here. The one I wore, I think you can check the last post. I mean, my post I made on Sunday. The clothes would be off shoulder, like it would be here on a normal day. But that day, as I was wearing it, it was just falling down, like was getting us. I cannot wear this to church. But there was no light again. I was already late for church. I just had to like wear that clothes. What I did was I now had to use the hand of my bra to just to push it down, so that just to hold it here so that I could still manage it. And that was how I survived. And what that, I didn't see that coming, like I was going to see all those changes about that. And I'm so glad because at the end of the day, I'm just so glad that it's fat I lose, because I was at some point I was thinking, oh, I will not be losing water and everything, thinking I'm losing weight with the way everything is going on. But because my waist, everything becomes smaller, my neck, see all this, what's it called? Oh, that you're saying it was not there 14 days ago. And I'm already seeing all these changes here. I was so glad and everything. So to my result, so for the results, so I did not lose 5 kg by the time I checked it. So I started on the I could not check my weight on the first day. So I checked my weight on the second day, old journey, so which was on the Tuesday, and I started with 73 kg. I believe, or I want to assume now because now I cannot be sure of what I started with. So by the time I was now checking my weight on Monday morning before I went to the gym, I saw that picture. So I lost 2.5 kg. But the reason why I was like, even when I saw that I lost just 2.5 kg, I was like, with the way my clothes are no longer fitting and everything, how can it be just 2.5 kg? But thinking about it, the first week of the whole stuff, I was so scared to do exercise and everything. So I was just doing small. I was just that I would not fall. So I would just go to the gym, just do very light cardio. Even those cardio self, I was just man. You know that when you are trying to manage yourself and reserving your energy, that was what I was trying to do. Then the following week, which was day 8, I guess that was where my tiredness started. Which was day 8. So I started lifting back and everything. Said my proper routine. I was not tired and all. So and that was it. So I realized that while doing that, I was actually losing fat. I was actually losing fat, and I was growing muscles and everything, and I was losing fat because, I mean, if I'm to say okay, the 2.5 with what I lost, my waist and everything, and like it cannot be 2.5, but because you know that muscles also has a way of what's it called retaining water, extra water, just to like why they are still trying to recover, because I lift a lot of things. Yeah, when you see me in the gym, I'm not a baddie. So I lift things. So that was how that one is. So that's how I know that okay, I know that I lost more than 5 kg, but because I'm lifting weights, as at Saturday before I still went for my own, I still went to the gym. So it was, but I didn't gym on Sunday and everything. So I also checked Chat GPT. That one too was like, okay, it could be because water retention, muscle retaining water to heal itself. It also says it could be maybe I drank a lot of water before going to bed and all that. So, but the thing is, my clothes I've been wearing, especially my waist, like they are smaller. My tummy, normally, if I want to snap or what's it called, I will be doing sucking belly. But now I'm no longer doing that. I'm just like posting and everything. My what's it called? And now what I now did yesterday morning, which was on Tuesday, which is supposed to make it today 16, right? On Tuesday, so I because well before I started, I had the measurements, which I'm glad I did that. Yes. Which I'm glad. So I did my measurements of every part of my body. So I realized that for waist, like I was like 5 inches, like it was like a smaller for, and for my arm it was like 1 inch smaller, like different parts was like smaller and everything. So I was like, okay, thank God I did that, and I'm so glad I actually did that. And since then, though, even now that I've finished that, okay, let me rejoice for that one first. So even with that, since I started eating on Monday, different temptations have been coming anyway, but I've actually been trying my best to not make them what's it called. So on Monday, the first thing I ate was pepper soup, and no, that would be a lie. And that was not the first thing I ate.